BMW Journey Phase 2 SE, and I present to you the BMW 218i Gran Coupe, but whatever you're thinking is wrong. Allow me to explain. I've never lived with a BMW before, so before buying our high mileage BMW, I thought it would be best to first get any Beamer just for testing purposes. I asked what are your thoughts on the 2 Series Gran Coupe, and most of you bashed it, and I was like, you know what, that's the car I'm going to get. And to make things worse, I opted for the slowest model available. This undercover Mini Cooper is just a 1 Series with a sloping roof and an extended rear end, BBL vibes. So I'll start this video by reviewing the car for you, and later we'll talk about our high mileage BMW journey. Welcome to another video.
Never phone a call center when you're naked. Get naked and cover your car, home, and stuff completely online.
There's a lot to hate about this car, but for some weird reason I kind of like it, and that's partly because I'm not a hardcore petrol head. I'm half petrol head, half average consumer. That's why I don't really care much about performance. Because I mean, the maximum legal speed on SA roads is 120 kilometers per hour. So if you buy a high performance car, where are you going to perform? Mabopane Highway. Next thing we see headlines saying 28-year-old YouTuber arrested for clocking 200 kilometers per hour in a high mileage BMW just outside Pretoria. You can miss me with those things. Now let me tell you what this 2 Series Gran Coupe offers. In front we have LED headlamps, white chrome kidney grille, air inlets and some fog lamps. I don't know what you guys think about the front end design, but I can live with it. The 218i is the entry-level model in the 2 Series Gran Coupe lineup, and top of the range is the M235i, which costs plus minus 980,000 rands brand new. You can't really notice the differences between the models unless you are looking for them, and the obvious one is the grille. BMW SA throws in a blacked out grille, bigger rims, spoiler and calls it Mzansi edition, and you will pay. Yes, I thought I made peace with the fact that new cars are ridiculously priced these days. But I was so shocked when I discovered that a 320i LCI Mzansi edition costs just over R1,000,000 rands. At least it's cheaper than a rental spec Benz C200, but that's equal up. The rims you are looking at are part of the M Sport package, which also adds an M Sport suspension, and for that you will pay plus minus 35,000 rands. If you like sunroofs, a panoramic sunroof is part of the deluxe package, and it costs 36,000 rands. But you don't only just get a sunroof. The package also includes a hi-fi loudspeaker system and park assist. While you are on the issue of park assist, when you are reversing and you are about to hit something, the car will beep, and if you don't stop, the system will stop for you. That's a cool feature for clowns, because why are you not stopping when the car is beeping? And you can clearly see on the screen you are about to hit something. The sloping roof design is nice, but headroom is really compromised, especially for the middle passenger. But then again, that's what you get when you opt for style over practicality. I don't know about you, but I don't like the rear design. The 18i comes with only one exhaust tip, and 18D comes with 2. With the M235i, you get some rectangular tips. The boot space is 430 liters, and as you know the story of BMW and run flat tires, there's no spare wheel here. If you want to know how the exhaust sounds from outside, just listen. Inside there's no drama, it's just a BMW, and we're all familiar with this setup by now. There's different driving modes: Sport, Comfort and Eco Pro. With Eco Pro you get a blue theme on the cluster, Comfort is orange and Sport is red. Type A USB port here, C here, and 2 more C's at the back. I really love this setup, especially the rotary controller and the volume knob. For those who are allergic to plastic, there's plastic here, here, and almost everything you see here is plastic. If you take time and go through this interior properly, I'm sure you can find a Hyundai badge somewhere. But honestly, the plastics don't bother me because I don't drive around holding door panels and leaning on the dashboard. At the back, headroom is almost non-existent, but legroom is not really an issue. And I forgot to mention that the hi-fi loudspeaker system sounds pretty good. If you want a new 2 Series Gran Coupe, you can only find it as a 218i, 218D, or top-of-the-range M235i. The car I'm driving right now is a 218i, and it has a 1.5-litre 3-cylinder engine producing 103 kilowatts and 220 Newton meters of torque. It's the same engine you get in some Mini Cooper models like the entry-level Countryman and Clubman. The 2 Series Gran Coupe is based on the 1 Series, and since 1 Series is front-wheel drive, it goes without saying that this one is also front-wheel drive, and Beamer fans don't really like that. As a Beamer fan myself, I used to say people who buy 18i's are just forcing things, whether it's a 118i, 218i or 318i. But after living with this car for quite some time, I don't think it's really that bad. If you don't care much about performance, all you need is an 18i and you won't be missing out on anything. And by that I don't mean the next people's car is gonna be a 3-cylinder BMW. But don't blame me if I introduce an 18i as our next car, cause based on what I need a car for, an 18i is more than enough. Imagine paying an installment of over 20,000 rands per month for a B58, while all you're gonna be doing is driving behind Picantos and Polo Vivos there by Mabopane Highway. I don't think you're gonna be getting your installments worth in that case, but I'm not here to tell people what to do with their money. My opinion is not the word of God. Buy what you love. So BMW claims the 218i moves from 0 to 100 in just 8.7 seconds with a top speed of 213 km per hour. Average fuel consumption is claimed to be 5.9 liters per 100 kilometers, and I've seen that figure in Eco Pro mode. In comfort and sport, I range between 7 and 8.6 liters per 100 kilometers, and the current long-term consumption is 8.4 liters per 100 kilometers. I'm still gonna push the car for a couple of weeks, do long distance trips, then I'll post an update before it leaves mid-September. Now let's get to the depressing part, pricing and cost of ownership. A BMW 218i Gran Coupe M Sport costs 752,000 rands before extras. Yes, it's a nice car, but I would never spend that amount of money on a 3-cylinder BMW with noticeable turbo lag. You can get low mileage 2021 models for only just 500,000 rands and save over 250,000 rands. So let's start with a used car. If you finance a 500,000 rands low mileage 218i for 5 years with no deposit and no balloon payment, at an interest rate of 11.75%, your installment will be around 11,150. If you prefer brand new cars and decide to finance a 752,000 rands 218i, you are looking at a monthly installment of around 16,700. So for a brand new car, you'll pay over 5,000 rands more, and it doesn't end there. An installment of 16,700 multiplied by 60 months gives you around 1 million rands and some change. That's the money you would have paid over a period of 5 years for a 1.5-litre 3-cylinder BMW. Now let's have a moment of silence for our brothers and sisters who are gonna fall for this trap. Thank you. Some of you already know there's different car finance options like your lease, rent to own and more. Naked has a nice blog on that topic. I'll pin the link in the comments for those who wanna learn more. Just check out the blog and broaden your knowledge for free. When it comes to insurance, expect to pay plus minus 2,000 rands depending on your risk profile. And when doing a quote with Naked, you can adjust your excess through the app to lower your premium. The higher your excess, the lower your premium. On the app, you can also see and manage all valuables you've covered with Naked, and for me it's an iPhone and 2 Suzukis. You can click on any of the items to make adjustments like changing your excess, adding or removing car hire, and covering extra stuff you've added on your car like rims or a banging sound system. And obviously that's going to affect your premium. If you want to switch to Naked and save, it's very important to note that premiums are risk dependent. So you'll be quoted based on a wide range of factors like the type and value of your car, location, and how long have you had a driver's license. It's not a one-size-fits-all situation. Premiums differ from person to person. There's a link in the description if you want to do a quick online quote. No need for phone calls. Now let's talk about our high mileage BMW journey before I end this video. So one of the cars on my list has a mileage of 69,000 kilometers on the clock, and to make sure we're all on the same page, I want us to define high mileage. When I say high mileage, what exactly do you expect? Let me know in the comments. Because I don't want to introduce a car with 70,000 kilometers on the clock, then people say, no, that's not high mileage. A high mileage car must have over 100,000 kilometers, wara wara. So you have to tell me now, what do you consider as high mileage? So far, the mileage on the cars I have on my list is ranging between 69,000 and 130,000 kilometers. That's all I can tell you for now. I'm currently living with a BMW and testing out different Beamers to see which one I like the most. If I present an 18 or a 20i, I apologize in advance to the 6-cylinder gang. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel for more car content in a Mzansi context.